Yo, what is going on, everyone? I hope you are all doing well. The 2023 season for the Los Angeles Rams is going to start pretty soon. And, well, I have been watching from afar, and I am going to give my thoughts on what I think the state of the Rams, the 2023 Rams, are right now. I So this is pretty much how it's going to go. I am going to give my thoughts on what I want to see from the Rams this season. What I want to see from them as a team, record-wise, accomplishments, things of that nature. What I want to see, the goals that I personally think that are realistic for them to achieve. What I think will happen. What I actually will think the Rams more than likely will end up at the end of the year and how they will get there. And I will talk about the best case scenarios and the worst case scenarios and give my thoughts on them as well. Because I believe the Rams, if everything goes right, we can see some improvement, some steady improvement and in certain areas of the team, and I believe we can be a bit competitive team. All right? Sound good? All right. What I want to happen. Okay. What I want to happen, and pretty much the goal that I always have for as long as I have rooted for the team, as long as I have watched for the team, going into any NFL season, my goal for the Rams is always to finish with a winning overall record at the end of the season. So it doesn't matter what year it was. I consider a winning season where you win more games than you lose a success. I consider that a success, all right? So some people argue that 500 back in the day, like when it was 8-8, some people believe that is considered a winning season. I am not one of those people. A winning season is when you have more wins than you have losses, okay? Not 500 where you have the same win record as your loss record, okay? That is average. That is mediocre, okay? That is not a winning season. So, I want to see the Rams finish with at least a record of 9-8, okay? 9-8. That would be considered a winning season and a playoff appearance, all right? A winning record, 9-8, with a playoff appearance, I believe would be a successful season and would be the best case scenario for the team at the moment. Personally, in my opinion. Okay? I want to see improvement from the O-line. I want to see improvement in our rushing attack. I want to see growth in immediate contributions from our rookie class. I want our defense to swarm the football and play with an edge. I want to see some creativity with the defensive scheme, moving people around, disguising blitzes, and disguising blitzes and coverages, not sitting back 10 to 15 yards and allowing the opponent to catch an easy ball, get an easy 10 yards right off the bat. Okay, Raheem, I'm talking to you. Raheem, okay, I'm not very confident in the defense, but that's what I want to see from them this year, okay? That is what I want to see. That is what I want to see from the Rams. Overall, winning record, which is what I always want, in a playoff appearance. That is the best case scenario for this team. No injuries. Okay, I suppose the best case scenario kind of runs with that. So they would have no injuries, and we would see substantial growth from the offense, defense, pretty much anywhere we struggled from last year. Best case scenario for the Rams this year is to make the playoffs and make a run with heavy contributions from our rookies. It's asking a lot, but that is our best case scenario, and I believe that result can happen this year. And I mean that. I believe we can see that from the Rams this year if everything goes according to plan. Now, will it happen is the question that remains to be seen. I think that it can happen. I think that we can play well enough to get a winning record, get a playoff spot, and once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen. And it's and we can make a run for sure. Will it happen? I don't know. So many things are going to happen, but we'll see. Honestly, I want to see them get a winning record, but from what I see, the young roster didn't impress me much in the preseason. I understand that certain of our young guys who will be starting did not play much, and I'm specifically talking about guys like Puka Nuka at the wide receiver. I'm very excited about him. Guys like Steve Avila at the left guard position. I'm very excited about him. And guys, Byron Young, people keep saying he's going to be really good. I need to see it. Okay, I need to see it. I'm really hesitant on him and the rest of that D line other than Aaron Donald. That's the biggest concern for me. Okay? But the truth is, despite some of those rookies not playing, and Sean doesn't like to play him, which is fine, I suppose. I didn't see a whole lot of that would give me a lot of confidence going into the season. Okay, during the preseason, I thought the offense did not only looked okay; they looked spotty. I wasn't very impressed with them. I know it was the backups. I know Stetson. Wasn't very impressed with Stetson. I thought he had a few good throws. I think he can develop into something, but not impressed at the moment. And our defense looked terrible. And quite frankly, it's our defense going into this year that I am the most worried about. So, what I believe will happen, I think we'll finish with an overall record of either 6 or 7 wins. I think 6 or 7 wins is about where we're going to be. So that's just below average, which would be an improvement from our total from last year, in which we only won 5 games. So I would like to see us improve on the win total from there, but I think if we can avoid injuries and we can just avoid injuries, play with some cohesion, play with some consistency, I'm thinking pretty much I expect the Rams to be competitive in games. I do. I expect them, mostly because of the man that you see on your screen right now, Aaron Donald, him, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Cooper Kupp's already going to miss the first game at the time of recording this, and he could be put on IR shortly afterwards. But, once he comes back, we'll have him and Sean. Sean Mcvay is a great coach, and I feel like with those guys, we will be very competitive in games. I do. I think we'll be competitive, and they're pretty much going to carry this team until we see some contributions from our rookie class. And I think that alone can get us to about 6-7 wins. I do. But it won't be enough. All right. The worst case scenario for the 2023 Rams is if we have a repeat of last year, if we have a repeat of the injury bug, all right? If people start dropping like flies, if people start missing games and for any significant amount of time, and like I was just mentioning a few seconds earlier, our guy Cooper Kupp is already going to miss the first game. Okay, it's not a good start for us when we don't have our best wide receiver suiting up for week 1. It's already kind of worrisome to see that. Okay, I hope he's all right. I feel like because we need him. He's our best offensive weapon, and it's pretty much day to day with him. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens for sure. And if we have a bunch of injuries, like I said, or if the rookies do not contribute the way they should, if they have a hard time adjusting to the speed of the NFL, adjusting to the game of the NFL, they just are not getting it, then we could be in contention for the number 1 pick. And worst case scenario, like we're in contention for the number one pick with like maybe 2, maybe 3 wins. It can get that bad. Maybe even worse. Like no bullshit. No bullshit. That's the worst case scenario. If people go down, if we lose Stafford, guys, if we lose Stafford for any significant amount of time, we're in trouble. Okay, I still believe that we can be a playoff team as long as we have Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp in the lineup for most of the year. I think we'll be okay. I really do. It's Cooper Kupp going down, missing week 1 is not a very good start. But if we can somehow keep those guys together, I think we can somehow squeeze our way into a playoff spot. I really do. And that's not good. But if we can somehow get him back and keep those core guys healthy throughout the year, I think if we just see any significant growth from our rookie class, if they can just contribute just a little bit, if we can see better defensive play from our defense and some creativity from our defensive coordinator, which, maybe he'll surprise me, but I'm not seeing it. I'm of the mindset that we need to get a new defensive coordinator. Raheem, I'm sure he's a nice man, but I just don't see our defense getting to where it needs to be with him at the helm. All right? I think we need to shop around for a new defensive coordinator if our defense doesn't live up to expectations this season. I just don't, but maybe he'll surprise me. We'll see. This is your chance, Raheem. But as long as we have those core guys, I believe we'll be in games. And, ultimately, if we can just squeeze in a spot in the playoffs, and it's very, very possible because the NFC is weaker than the AFC. There's not a lot of big contenders like there are in the AFC, so there is a shot for us. There is a shot for us to maybe squeeze into that last wild card spot. And if we are able to get in, like anything can happen. Anything can happen once we get in, but we need to get in. And I truly believe in my heart that the Rams can make the playoffs this year. I really do. I believe that it can happen. Now, will it happen? It depends. The injuries. If we can avoid the injury bug, and we're already seeing, this man on the screen, Cooper Kupp's already going to miss some time. But as long as we can stay relatively healthy, pardon me, okay, we get consistent contribution from the rookies, I think we'll be okay. Okay? That's going to be it for now. I will see you guys on the next one. And as always, go Rams.